cool. I got back from my cruise and I'm sick. Surprise, surprise. No one's surprised. Let me get this situated and I will get into the chats. Okay, I have like this guide up and there's like fire. I feel like I already went into the fire stuff. Oh yeah, didn't I like mix up the guides or something? Oh yeah, no, I did the dwarf stuff already. Well, let's see. Okay, so there's like this castle. I did the castle stuff, right? Where are we in? A one-time dungeon thing? Yeah, I did that. Oh yeah, I got like elixirs. Yeah. And then my ship. Yeah, my ship can fly. Okay, wait. Yeah, this guide kind of went all over, so. So I'm exploring all around now. Okay, okay. Let's figure out where we're supposed to go. Aim for fly. Okay. The wiki shows this thing southeast, so I'm just gonna go over there. So, yeah, but like, I knew that there was a big risk of me getting sick going on a cruise, and so if anything, I feel just like it's kind of confirming in a way. It's kind of weird to say it like that. I'm not happy that I'm sick, but it's like the odds of getting sick were pretty high, and then it happened, and so like the math checks out, and I'm okay with that. Does that make sense? Why can't I land here? I have to land in the water. Yeah, okay. Did I go here before? Wait, yeah, I've been here before. Oh, so yeah, if I'm like clearing my throat the whole time, that's because I'm sick. Yeah, I think, well, it's hard to figure out what to talk about when my mind's kind of scattered and stuff, but oh yeah, was I gonna wait, yeah, I already bought all this stuff. Yeah. You know what? I did all this stuff already. Hold up. Yeah, there's like some other stuff down here. Hold up. Did I already do everything here? Like, how do I check that? There's supposed to be something here. This seems familiar, but I'm not super sure. Yeah, no, I already did this stuff. Okay, I already did this. Oh, there's a random wrecked ship I can go to. Okay, maybe that's... Oh yeah. Okay, both guides are pointing towards flooded some ship. I was on a ship recently. Alright, let's go to the ship. Yeah, so it was what was what am I even talking about? I'm trying to find the ship, the right ship. So for the past 5 years, like since COVID happened at the beginning, I was very strict about keeping myself safe and also like not spreading germs and stuff, because I get sick pretty easily and I have a bunch of health issues, and in general I'm just a physically weak person. As much as I try to exercise and eat well, I did not get good stats for strength or that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. And so, yeah, like for the past 5 years, I've kept myself very sheltered, stayed inside most of the time, all these things. And, dude, where's the ship at? Oh, I just leave the edge? Oh! Oh! Oh, shit! Oh, wow. That's... okay. Well, should I just go to one of the... I'll just fly around, I guess. That's cute. Yeah, wait, no. No mas. Let's go fly around. Does it loop around? It does, okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is exciting. So yeah, I was, you know, keeping myself safe. Should I go here? Should I? I'm gonna fly over everything first. Let's just check it out. Let's keep myself safe. My roommate was also taking a lot of precautions to be safe. Like, we still wear masks out and things like that. And I mean, I think after a while, like, you know, a few years into this stuff, like a lot of people kind of just stopped doing those things. And I mean, I'm definitely at a place where, like, I don't want to just be mad at other people. I think people do what they want to do, and there's like just so many different people in the world that getting mad at every single person because they don't do what you would hope is a logical, responsible thing to do. It takes away from like yourself in your own life. And so I kind of just accept that these things happen and I could get upset, but I'm tired and I want to live whatever life I can live within whatever the universe has presented in front of me. That's kind of been my philosophy these past few years, to be more like mindful and like chill about things. So I think a big part of my mental health journey and struggles was realizing how stressed I was taking responsibility for things that are not my responsibility. And so with this, I kind of just learned, like, you know, people are gonna be people, and I would just avoid certain people, but some people are fine, but I'm gonna, you know, there's like a balance. And so yeah, I would be friends with people who were mostly just online. I didn't want to deal with real life issues of stuff. And I think over time I've learned a lot of things about myself that just hanging out with people online was able to provide. But after 5 years of kind of like, holding myself back, and then also learning about like my OCD and all the things, I'm kind of like, I think I'm ready to branch out again. Like, I really had to think about what I wanted in my life before I did my surgery earlier in the year. And there's just been a lot of just reflection in general. And it's kind of like, if I get this surgery, that means that I want to keep living. But what am I living for? That was a big question, which is why I went off and actively tried to find a therapist to help me process these things, right? And then, long story short, whatever, I go through the recovery, and then I eventually learn about my OCD and stuff, and that then turned into like, my OCD is holding me back so much. I've been protecting myself so much, and like, yes, the pandemic was kind of convenient for me in a way where I felt better about being able to stay home and protect myself. It also very much limited me in the amount of living I was doing. And I do think all those years of hibernation did me well. But yeah, I definitely got to a point where it was like, a lot of people kind of gave up on trying to protect others before the pandemic even happened. A lot of people fought against the lockdown stuff and wearing masks and like all these things like within the first year. Why do I hold myself to such a high responsibility? Well, because personally I have a lot at stake. I get sick, I'm immunocompromised, I do care a lot about other people and not spreading germs and stuff like that. But after 5 years of kind of this extreme protection, this extreme way of like going against the grain of society, like, I think I just wanted to explore exactly what keeps that mindset so rigid for me. And the OCD stuff that I've been learning about definitely was a big turning point in that. Because even before the pandemic, it was kind of like that. It's like, I would push myself to go out and do things, but I wasn't happy about it. And I realized that was because I was doing things and trying to be like other people because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. But then later I realized, okay, I don't want to go out and do things because I want to be like other people. But I kind of want to go out and do things because I want to be myself. But by then it was too late. I was already like, no, I don't need to go out. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to socialize. I don't need this and that. Even though it was still very obvious, though, that how much I wanted to socialize, how much I wanted to try, how much I wanted to experience this living thing that people talk about. Ugh, exactly. Oh, can I... What does she want? What does she need? Answered it. Where am I? Who are you? Oh, what is this power I feel within you? Is it light? It must be the warriors who were gifted with the powers of the crystal. Thank goodness you are here. I'm Arya, priestess of the Temple of Water. What happened? The earth's power caused the great tremor and buried the water crystal deep underground. Without the water crystal to protect them, the people were turned to stone and set plummeting into the ocean's depths. Please take me to the Temple of Water. A shard of the water crystal remains there. If I can return it to the crystal, that might break the curse. But you're injured. I will be fine. What matters is the fate of the world. Cough. Please, I need to get to the Temple of Water. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so she's following us now. Are you sure you're alright, young lady? Yes, thank you for your service. Maybe I should have talked to him before. Hopefully it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so now we go to the other place. Okay. So yeah, I realized in thinking about like what living is exactly, like with my OCD stuff, how much my OCD has held me back. Thought about things I've wanted to do. And I'd like, even prior to the pandemic, I'd wanted to take a cruise, like by myself, just to go around, do stuff, maybe do like designated art. Oh wait, I have the park out here. Like art retreats or writing retreats and things like that. And and I realized that, yeah, it's been like so many years and I just haven't done any of this stuff. And a lot of it, yes, is because I wanted to be safe from, you know, COVID and stuff like that. But there's also so many other things holding me back that were common to like other things I've wanted to do. And so I wanted to explore that specific idea. Oh yes. Thank goodness the light has not yet left this shard completely. I should take this shard. Can we mistake the shard to the cavern north of here? Okay. And so the decision to actually go on the cruise was like a big deal. I think I talked about it in the last video, last time I played. Oops. And the thing is, the cruise itself was actually alright, you know, it was good. I went through a myriad of human experiences, and it was just like, yeah, which I'm sure I'll talk about at some point when I'm not feeling as crabby. And so I think coming out of it and then realizing, oh shoot, I caught COVID. This is the first time I've gotten COVID in 5 years. And so in the 5 years since it became like a problem, you know. And so my roommate has had it before, so I was kind of deferring to him to kind of hear about things, and I do my own research to see like what what the situation was like what to expect and things like that. Like I had already known about, you know, I would read about stuff. But like to actually go through the experience, it was interesting because I was like, well, I held myself back from doing things for 5 years because I didn't want to catch COVID. And now I go out and I finally do something and then I catch COVID. And so I think I thought my OCD would latch onto that even more and been like, see, I told you, this is why we don't go outside. This is like all like horrible. This is like you gotta just stay home for the rest of your life. But it actually wasn't like that. I was waiting for it, but those thoughts didn't actually come up. It's like my OCD is just fronting the whole time. I've been watching a lot of the Avengers movies and Marvel stuff in general, so it kind of felt like everybody's like in a meeting room yelling about this and that, and there's like this like spies and whatever like going in and out, starting trouble, and then as soon as there's an actual emergency, it's like this individual agent just like backs it up into the back corner and then like leaves the room. It's like, I'm gonna let you guys handle that. And so when I got back and then I started feeling sick, I was like, oh yeah, where's my OCD now? And it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna let you handle this fever, and yeah, I'm just gonna, okay, bye. And so I thought that was interesting. I thought I would feel worse about it mentally, emotionally, but I think maybe I've done so much work on myself on both those areas, like mentally and emotionally, that those types of negative thoughts didn't necessarily come up. Yeah, I thought I would regret the cruise. I thought there would be arguments of like, well, see, this is why you're not allowed good things, or this is why you shouldn't have gone, or like it's your fault that, you know, other people are now probably infected and bunch of, and like I thought I would feel stronger than that, but it didn't. And I thought maybe not thinking those things would make me feel bad, but it didn't. And I was like, this is so interesting that the way that I used to think isn't following me as much as it used to. And I think it's because I have done so much work to not let those things touch me as much. This door is sealed to prevent outsiders from entering the inner sanctum. It can only be opened by the priestess of the water temple. The seal on the door dissipated. How do we proceed? Yeah, let's go. So I don't regret going on the cruise, because I think I got a lot out of it. Not necessarily just like the enjoyment of like vacation, but more about there are a lot of things that were answered for me, or that I discovered that I wouldn't have been able to find staying home. Okay. I'm trying not to have a cough attack because right now my ribs are sore, and whenever I actually cough, it causes a lot of pain. So if my voice catches, it's probably because of that. Back attack. Dang, dude. Dang, dude. Oh dang, I didn't extra cure. Trauma Science? Cure yourself. Yeah, there's I've worked on a lot of mental health stuff these past few years, and I've worked on a lot of socializing stuff these past few years, and I've kind of felt like I've met the extent of, I don't know, I've reached kind of the extent of socializing on the internet, and I wanted to practice socializing in person, see how far I've gotten. And the trip answered a lot of questions. Questions I didn't really know I had. I didn't know I had them. And it was just like nice and pleasant to discover things about myself. Not just discover, but like reaffirm. It was mostly reaffirm. I didn't necessarily learn anything new about myself. Things were reaffirmed. Okay. I think if there's a question people ask, like, if you knew what you knew now, would you go back and do it again? Well, if I knew what I knew now, like, as in I've already experienced it, if I already have the memories that I created, then I wouldn't feel the need to go back. But I feel like that's not exactly what the question's really asking. Like, it's a question that is supposed to imply regret, right? And so, like I have somewhat said, I don't regret going. I knew what the risks were, and I accepted the risk, and I am dealing with the risk. So, like, I don't regret it. I'm taking accountability for my actions, if anything, so it's like fine. I don't like being sick, but yeah, it is what it is because those are the decisions that I made, so it's fine. I think my philosophy on life is pretty simple. Do your best, own your decisions, reflect and try to be better. Try to grow if you can. And so, this is just where I'm at, I guess. Yeah, I'm not doing great, but I'm also not doing horribly, as weak as I sound at the moment. I think I just thought I would feel worse. Physically, I'll go through it. Yes, I could physically feel better, but my body is just taking care of things, and so I just gotta relax and let my body take care of things. That's fine. But mentally, it's so interesting. It's like not feeling as bad as I thought I would. I think I'm just not beating myself up about the situation. And that's like, oh, I'm not beating myself up about it. That's new. Yeah, I got all the weird kind of little symptoms that you would get. The fever, the sore throat, the little mouth sore, like the little cut in the roof of your mouth, the toe issue, like the chilblains, like the winter toes, and the rib pain. There's a few other like little random ones. And I was like, okay, sure. I just hope it doesn't escalate, you know, like that would really suck. But so far, I think I've been going through the more mild stuff. Though it doesn't feel that mild sometimes. No! Okay, hang on. Man, am I gonna have enough MP for like the final battle? Whatever the final battle is. I guess I have some elixirs. I feel like I want to save some of the cruise stories for when I feel better. So I have like energy to actually tell them in like a fun way. Yeah. You know, I actually didn't really think I was feeling that bad until I heard myself talking. Like, just now, like, for the past 30 minutes. I was like, oh, shoot, you know what? I do sound kind of sick. Because I haven't been talking much. I've been in my room, isolating. I'm not in the room now. Oh, Reptar doesn't get healed if he's stoned. Okay, this is the last one. We are healed up okay. I could do some MP. If 4. Okay, if I die, I will use it. Crystal of water, may you regain your light. Aria returns the failing gleaming shard to the crystal. Ooh! Watch out. Hurt. Oh no. You do not lack for luck, it seems. The curse arrow was meant for you. I am the Kraken, Pathway Master, Zande himself, to ensure that the crystal never regains its former light. I will not leave you alive. Okay. Alright, let's see, we got some stuff. Tranquilizer. Sure. I'm gonna disinfect my entire room once this is all passed. It's gonna be a whole thing. Yeah, man, I don't know about this. I don't have that much stuff. Oh, wait. Did Reptar get healed? Very nice. Oh shit. God damn it. Oh shit. We did it. I did not panic at all. I was just taking care of business, you know? Nice, nice. Arya, light has returned to the crystal. My purpose is fulfilled. Thank you for everything. Arya, stay with us. This title is yours. It is imbued with the power of water. Retrieve a title from Arya that holds the power of water. Geomancer, Dragoon, Viking, Black Belt, Dark Knight, Evoker, and Bard, Chopper. That's nice, but you know I'm not gonna switch it up. Oh yeah, hang in there. It is my time. You must continue your journey without me. The world needs light to dispel the darkness. Do this for me. Bring back peace. Oh yeah. Farewell. No. Another earthquake is too dangerous to stay here. We can't just leave Arya. His mucus is like no joke. I'm glad my body is doing what it needs to do to like process things and like get things out and clean things up, but dang, it's no joke. Ew, okay. We got more islands. Oh, you're finally awake. 3 days is a long time. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I came back from the vacation like a week ago, and I feel like it was just yesterday because I spent the past week just being sick and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know where the time went. This is a mirror of the town of water. My grandpa found you a collapsed the ruins of the temple. We have enough for 3 days. Oh, excuse me. It would be weird if we rested for 3 days and we weren't healed up. Good to see you up and about. All's well that ends well. Okay. Feels like I just woke up from a vivid dream. Seems like no one remembers the earthquake or that they turned to stone. I'll tell you who put that funny looking chain on your ship. Was it Golder? Or two? Oh. Who's Golder? Legend states 4 words from the world of darkness came and fractured the light of the crystal. Golder thought that you might be those warriors. He wasn't going to take any chances with his crystal, so he grounded your ship here. Golder was obsessed with wealth. His entire manor is made of gold. He's so paranoid of thieves, he keeps almost every door shut. Golder's manor? Sure, I know it. It's in the mountains south of this town. Be careful of the bog, though. It's a bottomless marshland. If you fall in, you'll never get out. A pair of levy grass shoes will get you over the bottomless bog easily. Didn't that oldest subject Delilah have a few pairs? If you want to check, she lives down in the sewers. Golder is not to be trifled with. He's so strong, not even magic works on him. Okay. Should we play this? Oh. Oh! This is a whole thing. Wow, gotten a lot better. I did some dancing on the cruise ship. It was fun. I enjoyed dancing with a bunch of old ladies. A lot more than the young people, honestly. By young people, I mean people my age. Like, I mean, it's like okay, but like the old people, that's where it's at. But let me play on this side. Is this different? Well, it's the same. Because I remember at the beginning of the game, you played like a bad version of some popular song, and you played like a decent version of like a different song, depending which side of the piano. I think it was depending on which side. Man, I've lost so much muscle mass. When I was on the ship, at first I was thinking, oh man, how am I gonna get used to like going back home and like eating a regular amount of food? And then as soon as I got back, I did not have an appetite at all. I was like, I guess that's how I'm getting used to it. Is the man who rescued Arya? Rose sorry to do something. Oh, I see. But it is regrettable news indeed. Arya wanted you to bring back like Tilla. What are you waiting for? Get to it. Okay. It was a crystal you're after. Harry Golder has one. His manor is south of here beyond the bottomless bog. Monsters started coming up out of the sewers of town, and others had them sealed up. Pretty sure Gil has the key. You've seen his brigade of 4 old timers, right? No, where are they? We have a legend here in our village. It says that 4 warriors will appear to bring balance to the forces of light and darkness. Oh, there they are. Off we go. What is that? Who are these guys? But don't mind them, they're harmless. These folks just think they're the 4 warriors of legend. Oh. They're looking for info. I suggest the tavern, the Babbler Mouse, and the town hanging out there. What happens to be the problem in the sewers? We need to get to the sewers or to use some lemongrass stones. The sewers? Oh no, you can't go in there. There's too many monsters. That's why they're sealed, don't you see? Look, we're on a mission and we need to find the final crystal. This is important. Did you say crystal? So you follow the real warriors of light. Did you hear that? These kids think they're the chosen ones. Don't they know that it's us? They seem so convinced it's them. They seem dead set on getting into those sewers. We gotta beat them to it. Yeah, beat them to it. Turns out talking like that helps me not trigger a cough. Oh, you too, old man? Oh. Well, I wasn't done exploring. Can do that later. Ooh. Stuff. Oh, there ain't nothing that's interesting. Earlier, my roommate was like, "Oh, do you want like stuff? Or you like, you want your art stuff, or you want to do this?" And I was like, "No, I'm fine." Turns out he thought I was bored for the past week being locked in my room, and I was like, "No, I've been fine. This doesn't bother me. I was going to play Final Fantasy 3 today." And he was like, "Oh, really?" We were gonna do a live stream of some sort so he could hang out with me, and then that turned into a situation where I was like, I gotta figure out my audio settings. So he's just going to watch this recording. Hello, roommate. Oh shit, we got... Oh wait, this is the sisters. Okay. I think what makes it hard just feeling slow, but I'm used to that. I just went through the post-recovery thingy for my surgery, so I'm used to it. I'm also used to it because of my autism and stuff. So it's like, oh, what the heck? I'm gonna do a quick save. So kind of the brain fog doesn't bother me that much. I'm used to it right now. But like having to like ask for like meals and stuff, which I'm very fortunate, you know, like he'll get it for me. My roommate will bring food for me. Like when he's sick, I will bring food for him and stuff. Like I'm just one of those people that doesn't like asking for help, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, man, I do kind of wish I could like get my own food. But I'm also trying to just be okay with someone else getting food for me. I'm trying to let go of being so independent, you know what I'm saying? We can't just leave them to fight their own. Okay. Like, it just comes from a place of, like, not wanting to be a burden on someone. And I'm sure my roommate would be like, you're not a burden, I'm just taking care of it. Is that what you're thinking, bro? It's not a problem at all? Yeah, it's hard to let go of those types of thoughts. Triggers my responsibility OCD. This is spirits of we're not the legend here without such a shame. Oh, you win. Some you lose some. Okay. You're just gonna hang out? I keep thinking maybe I should look for like trap doors, not emergency doors. Like hidden doors. I'm kind of not carrying them. I met so many people on the cruise. So many personalities. Also, there were a lot of like medical emergencies. And other people were even talking about how like they've been on cruises for like so many years, like, or well, they've been on so many different cruises, like different trips and stuff, and it was like very uncommon to have this many medical emergencies that we had when we went. My. What have we here? Are you looking for old Delilah? Yes, we're gonna borrow her leather. You gotta shoot, see where she might be. That's me. What is this? Watch out. Your shoes for a trap. How could you tell? Just no distraction. I've seen those shoes before. Don't let them stop these sisters in the trees. I'll watch for them. Okay. Now you can get across the bottomless bog and find the lost crystal. And so pour this out of here. Okay. Okay. There was a secret thing. I knew it. Okay, wait, let's... There was some stuff. There's some chests that I want to get. Okay, let's see. Back to B4. This is I knew it. Oh man, these guys are strong. Why? Yeah, I stood here before too and nothing happened. But here it says I should stand here. Oh, there we go. Alright, those things sound interesting. Okay. I'll get out now. Sprint. Speaking of sprinting, I just remembered like this one social interaction I had while on the ship. I didn't necessarily run away, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get away from this situation. It was pretty funny. Alright, there we go. Yes, okay. Alright, so the next part is, it's kind of a whole thing, and apparently I should get a thief in my party and something else, and so I don't like change, so I'll just do that later, next time, and hopefully next time I will sound a bit better so I can actually get into my stories a bit more. Wait, since I'm here, I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, we're like tethered. Oh! Oh, that's kind of cute. Wow, we're hella tethered. Okay. That's cute. Okay. Oh, that's the whole thing. I already saved, right? So, like, yeah. Interesting. Wow, there's a lot to do. Oh wait, it covered up that little shipwreck thing before. Okay. Okay. Kind of looks like the rice paddies from like Harvest Moon. Like when you grow rice. Anyway, okay. I'm pretty sure I saved. So I think I'll just turn it off here. So I don't have to heal up again. Yeah, I saved, right? Yeah. Okay. It would be fun to like regale in all the interesting adventures I got on when I was on the cruise. I hope that I am at the tail end of my COVID recovery. Dude, when I like got back, it was almost immediate that I felt sick. And then I just like slept all day with a fever. And then when I took a COVID test like the next day, because mine were expired, so I had to ask my roommate for other ones. I did the thing. I followed the instructions. And then the liquid's supposed to like move up the little test thing, right? And then they're like, yeah, you gotta give it like 15 minutes to process or whatever. As soon as the liquid hit that line, it was just like deep red. It was like, you got it, bitch. You got that shit. Think about your actions. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, damn, you telling me. And then slowly it would reach the control line. And then the control line would be like a light pink and slowly start developing. And then like, yeah, after like a minute or two, then the control line was like a bit more pink red. And then it's like, yeah, it's true. For sure this test is valid. Like, you got it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep then. And then, yeah. I think I was worried if it was like strep throat or any other thing. Especially as I don't necessarily like having COVID. Especially this past week, experiencing all the different symptoms of it. I like knowing what is going on. I think having knowledge helps me stay like calm and collected and able to manage things. And so in that way, I'm also not like feeling horrible mentally. Yeah. As long as things don't escalate more, which it doesn't seem like it is, so yeah, hopefully everything will be fine soon. It's already fine. It's fine given the circumstances, you know, it's fine. Yeah, I look forward to a more enthusiastic video in the future. Goodbye.